James Bradberry filled up his stat line on Sunday, and that helped the Carolina Panthers defeat the Green Bay Packers 31-24. Carolina's starter at left cornerback, Bradberry, Pleasant Grove, Samford, made 7 tackles, picked off a pass and forced a fumble against Green Bay. Bradberry got his second interception of the season when he caught a long pass by Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers at the Carolina 26-yard line in the third quarter. "It felt good getting an interception today," Bradberry said. "I want to make sure I get my football labeled and have his name on there. I want to put that one in the trophy case." Quote, with 1:50 left in the game, Bradberry caused Green Bay wide receiver Geronimo Allison to fumble after he'd caught a pass at the Carolina 28-yard line, and the Panthers recovered the loose football to hang on to their 7-point lead. "I tried to punch it out," Bradberry said, "but to be honest, I didn't know that the ball came out." Quote, the victory lifted Carolina's record to 10-4 and allowed the Panthers to remain tied with the New Orleans Saints for the lead in the NFC South with 2 games remaining in the regular season. Bradberry was among the 31 former Alabama high school or college players that didn't play for Alabama or Auburn, who got on the field during the 15th Sunday of the NFL's 2017 season. Other former state players who started on Sunday included nose tackle Michael Pierce. Daphne Samford of the Baltimore Ravens made 2 tackles in a 27-10 victory over the Cleveland Browns. Defensive end Mario Addison, Terrence Troy of the Panthers made 3 tackles and shared a sack against the Packers. Addison and Julius Peppers brought down Rodgers on a 4th down snap from the Carolina 30-yard line with the score tied 24-24 in the fourth quarter. Addison has had a sack in 4 consecutive games and has 10 for the season. Right defensive end Michael Johnson, Dallas County of the Cincinnati Bengals made 4 tackles in a 34-7 loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Running back Isaiah Crowell, Alabama State of the Browns ran for 72 yards on 5 carries and caught 4 passes for a net of -7 yards. Against the Ravens, Crowell had a 59-yard run. Weakside linebacker Zach Cunningham, Pinson Valley of the Houston Texans made 5 tackles on defense and 1 on special teams in a 45-7 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cornerback Bobby McCain, Oxford of the Miami Dolphins made 3 tackles in a 24-16 loss to the Buffalo Bills. Left cornerback Malcolm Butler, West Alabama, right defensive end Trey Flowers, Columbia, and left defensive end Eric Lee, Daphne of the New England Patriots. Flowers returned from a 2-game injury absence by making 5 tackles, hitting the quarterback 3 times and sharing a sack in a 27-24 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lee made 4 tackles, and Butler had 3. Nose tackle Steve McLendon, Carol Ozark, Troy of the New York Jets made 3 tackles in a 31-19 loss to the Saints. Center Rodney Hudson, B.C. Rain of the Oakland Raiders, right offensive tackle Chris Hubbard, UAB of the Steelers, center Ben Jones, Bibb County of the Tennessee Titans, defensive end Anthony Lanier, Alabama A&M of the Washington Redskins had 2 sacks, batted away 3 passes and forced a fumble in a 20-15 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. In the first start of his NFL career, Lanier brought his sack total in the past 5 games to 5. On the first series of Sunday's game, Lanier strip-sacked Arizona quarterback Blaine Gabbert. Teammate Zach Brown returned the fumble to the Cardinals' 6-yard line, and 2 snaps later, Washington had the game's first touchdown. Other former state players seeing action on Sunday included Cardinals wide receiver J. Nelson, midfield, UAB, caught a 46-yard pass and had a 7-yard run against the Redskins. Ravens cornerback Jalen Hill, Jacksonville State, outside linebacker Zadarius Smith, Greenville, and defensive back Lardarius Webb, Beauregard. Smith strip sacked Browns quarterback DeShone Kizer, and the Ravens recovered the loose football for a touchdown in the third quarter. Webb had 1 tackle on defense and 1 on special teams, and Hill made 2 special teams tackles against Cleveland. Bills safety Trey Elston, Oxford, linebacker Deion Lacey, Hueytown, West Alabama, and quarterback Joe Webb, Winona, UAB. Lacey made 2 tackles against the Dolphins. Panthers cornerback Ladarius Gunter, Jeff Davis, Bengals wide receiver Cody Core, Auburn High, Los Angeles Rams tight end Gerald Everett, UAB, South Alabama, Raiders linebacker Nicholas Morrow, Huntsville, wide receiver Seth Roberts, West Alabama, and linebacker Xavier Woodson Luster, Eufaula. Morrow made 6 tackles, including 1 behind the line of scrimmage, broke up a pass and had a quarterback hit in a 20-17 loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Roberts caught 3 passes for 52 yards, and Woodson Luster had 1 tackle on defense and 1 on special teams. Seattle Seahawks running back J.D. McKissick, Central Phoenix City, ran for 20 yards on 6 carries and caught 3 passes for 38 yards in a 42-7 loss to the Rams. Titans cornerback Brendan Truyck, Troy. Redskins outside linebacker Junior Gillette Stillman made a sack and broke up a pass against the Cardinals. For more of Al.com's comprehensive coverage of the NFL, go to our NFL page. Panthers cornerback Captain Manurlin Murphy and Titans cornerback Kalen Reed, Briarwood Christian, were designated as inactive on Sunday. On Saturday night, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill, West Alabama, caught 5 passes for 88 yards, including a 64-yarder for a touchdown, in a 30-13 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers. On Monday night, the Atlanta Falcons visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 7:30 CST. ESPN will televise the game. Mark Inabinit is a sports reporter for Alabama Media Group. Follow him on Twitter at Amerk1.